wealth isn't about what's in your pockets, but wealth is in your consciousness, in your state of being. Is not a pile of possessions. Peace, family. I'm the Reality Architect, and welcome to Elevate TV. This is real life, real growth, and real experience. And if you're here, you are ready to shift. Let's tap in. I'm creating this week's video based off of last week's video because I touched on attracting and allowing the frequency that you're on, and also like appreciating where you're at, what you have, because without it, if you don't appreciate what you have and where you're at, you're always going to want more and you're never going to be happy. So I wanted to create this video, this week's episode, based off of that. Before we get into it, like I said, this is real life, this is growth, real experience, and I just want to show y'all this piece that I created from my wheel throwing class. And this is the one that I am like most proud of. Like it really does something to me. Got the moon cycles, got the little eye, got the dripping of the green, and on the inside it looks black, but it's actually like dark green with sparkles. Like, I don't know, I have so many, but this is the one I'm most proud of. So I'm gonna cheers. Got my water right here. Drink more water, and it's the first time I'm drinking out of it. Cheers, y'all. It feels good to like be proud of something that I created. I've never wheel thrown, never like did any pinch pots, and this is off the pottery wheel. So I have a few pinch pots, got a few cups, got some bowls, big salad bowls that I've thrown. So this is the first one that I'm the most proud of. Seriously, looks cool. So also, like I said, it gets deep. So I want y'all to, of course, take a few intentional breaths with me and, calm our nervous system, get back to center, and regulate our nervous system, our emotions, where we're at, because it's really important. Like, it really creates a sense of peace within you. And if you consistently take intentional breaths, you will most likely extend your life, because you will be more at peace, you will be more present, and be able to enjoy life more. You will reduce your stress levels, enhance emotional regulation, and improve balance within and without you, So, it's not a one-off thing that you do and it just automatically does it. It's a consistent basis, like creating that habit. So I love to take intentional breaths. I love to meditate. So let's get it. It's called box breathing. Once again, 4 seconds in, exhale, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds in. 4 seconds in, inhale, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale, 4 seconds hold. Is that my wife? I look at box breathing as being able to give, exhale, and being able to have the patience to wait for more, which is inhaling, which I think that's a great thing to adapt to and live by, instead of being impatient, being overwhelmed, trying to get the next thing, and just being present. Like I said, breathing really helps you be present and in the moment. And there's so many benefits to it. Intentional breaths. So, inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And relax. If you really, truly went along with me, I know you feel some type of relaxation going on in there. So remember how that felt. And do it on your own sometimes. When you wake up in the middle of the day, you know, when you go to sleep, before you go to sleep, you know, give yourself some me time. And I know that you 9 times out of 10 already do that, because this channel is about people who are on that aspect of self-awareness and growth and emotional well-being. So yeah, kudos to you. But yeah, so I don't remember if I said it in the beginning, but it was something that Wayne Dyer said from this video that I was watching a week ago. And it was one of his, like, when he was pretty young, you know, like when he first got really famous type shit, like one of his lectures. And he said something that really stuck with me, that if you don't appreciate what you already have, getting more won't create lasting fulfillment, because the ego will immediately move the target again. And that's so true. Like, that's just what the ego does. But we have to understand, we are not our ego. The ego is here for different reasons other than wanting more. It's here to protect us. And it's best to start to live from our true essence, from our godlike being, from our godlike power, from who we truly are, which is awareness. You know what I mean? We got to understand that we're not our ego. We're not the material things. The material things are not here to fulfill us. The material things are just here for consumption and consuming. You know what I mean? So, bro, it's really important to realize that abundance is not something that we acquire. You know, it's something we tune into. We have to tune into the frequency of abundance, our true essence of fulfillment. You know, realizing that wealth isn't about what's in your pockets, but wealth is in your consciousness, in your state of being, is not a pile of possessions. Hence why I always say, why do you think that there's so many wealthy people, rich people, money-wise, who commit suicide, who are on drugs, who are so fucking unhappy? Because that's not what matters. They haven't realized that it's all about how they speak to themselves, the things that they're consuming, you know, getting back to their true self, not getting caught up in what he said and she say, not getting caught up in the influences of the world. You know, getting back to your true nature is where true happiness, true wealth, true health, true fulfillment lies. So before we dive even deeper, enjoy this B-roll. When I say I miss being on the lake, man, I'm so glad the summer's here. Out here with my family for the first time since last summer, and it was great. So peaceful. Just like the seasons, we must adapt. We flow and find peace with all. You know what I mean? Give thanks for where you're at and where you're going. This is me making my infused tea. Yes, infused, if you know what I mean. And it was so great. I put some up in the freezer, and I will definitely be making more. I have some creativity tea, that I'm working up and been selling to people. It's my wife's art show. Yes, we're just on the creative aspect of life these days, and it's been so great. And Sunday market out here supporting the town, the city with the vibes. It's always a good time, and my trading has truly been better than ever. So yeah, the ego is designed to protect us, to keep searching. It's not here to make us happy, you know. And why do you think like so many people be like, get out of your ego? Oh, that's the ego talk. Like, because the ego, nobody likes the ego. Even if you are caught up in that type of world of overly consuming, when you see it in other people, you still don't like it. You might on the outside seem like you're okay with it, but on the inside, there's something festering in there that's not cool with it. That's your true essence, right? That's the person's true essence. And here we are getting to our sovereign being, to our sovereign life, living a free life that's not in a consumption of things that don't fulfill us, of things that may bring the dopamine hit, but once it wears off, we're back to wanting more. That's fine and cool to have the material things. Yes, I love the material things. I love throwing a nice fit. I love nice shoes. I love, a nice chain. I love eating out. I love having nice things. I desire to have multiple homes in different places. Yes, but I know that doesn't make me. I know who I am is awareness. And what I choose to be is up to me, right? How I choose to live, how I choose to feel, how I choose to respond, how I choose to react is up to me. Who I see myself as. So when I say me, I'm speaking for you as well, like for all of us. This is the way to a fulfilled life. Knowing that you are enough. Knowing that you are enough. Knowing that you are wealthy. Knowing that anything you desire is truly possible. Because it's all within you already. Matter is neither created nor destroyed. And we are made up of what? Matter. If nothing is neither created nor destroyed, if matter is neither created nor destroyed, that means all that we are made of within us, without us, everything that we see is vibrating on a different frequency from different particles from since the beginning of time, which was billions of years ago. So technically everything you see has memory from billions of years ago. Even within you is made up of matter from billions of years ago, from your ancestors, from your mom, from your dad, from your grandparents, from those grandparents, from those grandparents, from those grandparents, from the beginning of time, from dirt, from atoms. So if we are the universe, one song, then we can be anything that we want to be. Then we can literally create a future that fulfills us by our thoughts, by our beliefs, and by the actions we do or don't take. That trifecta. But saying that I'll finally feel happy when I get the house, when I get that money, when I have that specific type of relationship, when I have the subscribers. You're going to keep searching. You're going to keep searching. You're always going to look for more and more and more. The goalpost is forever moving because the dopamine fades. And our nervous system normalizes it. So what I found for me over these past few years, really this last year more so, it has become clear to me that yes, there's ebbs and flows. I get what I want and then I want more. But for me to stay consistent in like my nervous system and the things that I want for myself, it's best for me to move forward with appreciating the things that I'm doing in the midst of it. You know what I mean? In the midst of going after those things, appreciating what I'm doing, appreciating creating the video, appreciating making $100 on the trading stocks, trading options. You know what I mean? Appreciating, the little hugs that I get from my kids. You know what I mean? Like appreciating the steps that I'm taking to get to the ultimate dream that I desire to experience, and realizing that the experiences, the material things, the whatever that I want is all I want it for is for the emotion that comes along with it, right? Oh, if you really think about everything that we want in our life, the relationship, the money, the house, whatever, there's an emotion attached to it that we assume we're going to get. So it's really not the material things that are going to fulfill us. It's the emotions that are attached to it. And we can conjure up those emotions in any second. So that's just a reminder that I have for myself that appreciating the steps that I'm doing, appreciating that 1 subscriber, the 10 subscribers, the whatever, however many, or whatever it is that you're working on, appreciating that sketch that you did that's going to lead to even bigger, better art, because how do you expect to get better? How do you expect to grow if you can't appreciate where you're at? And also reminding myself that I can conjure up those feelings right now. I can be happy right now. I can be fulfilled right now. There's nothing outside of me that will fulfill me. I choose to be fulfilled. It's all on us. It's about the decisions that we make, breaking free from the lies that has been created about our true power, our true nature, breaking free from the concept of wanting more, of comparison, like my stuff, it doesn't look as good as the next person's, but my stuff is also creative. This came from my fucking brain. Why am I downplaying what I did just because someone else's stuff may look better? According to who? According to who? There's 8 billion plus people in this world. Who's to say that your art is trash compared to my art? You know what I mean? It's really up to you and how you perceive yourself and your creativity. How you respond and react to stressors, to enhanced emotions. Does that make sense, guys? Like I said, I go off on tangents and rants, and sometimes I don't sound as clear as I think I do because I'm just, going off the top of the dome. But comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to other people's whatever it is. And just be in your own creative space. Appreciate your creativity and where you're at and where you're going, knowing that you are enough. Because you really are. You're a part of this great universe, this great song. And without you, this song wouldn't be the song that it is. You are enough. You are important. Appreciate what you already have. Appreciate where you are at. Appreciate where you have, how far you have come. That's a real one. Appreciate how far you have come. Bro, I think about that so often, about how far I have came. In a million years, I wouldn't have thought I would be married, having about to be 3 kids, living on my own. Like, I've always lived on my own since I was 18, but like, literally have traveled the US, stopped taking substances. I used to be on pills heavy, used to be on drinking alcohol heavy. Like I said, there was a point in time in my life where you wouldn't catch me without a motherfucking cup in my hand. Like, but I knew there was something more to my existence. I've always known like I was destined for greatness in some way, shape, or form. I knew that there was something for me to do in this world. And this is a part of it. This is a part of my creativity. This is a part of my legacy, my personal legend, you know? Like it says in the alchemy, my personal legend. This is a part of it. And you have to be brave enough to go after yours, to allow, not even go after it, but to allow it. Because that's what wu-wei is. That's what flowing with life is. Allowing your best life to unfold. Stop chasing after shit. How great has it been chasing after stuff? Honestly. How great has it been? Has it been really peaceful, calming? You know, has it always been what you expected? Has it been really healthy and happy, brought so much peace and joy to your life? If it hasn't, fix it. Change the trajectory of your life. Change your choices that you make. Change the decisions. Change how you think about what's going on around you and yourself. You know, because what you're not changing, you're choosing. And I chose to change my life. And I'm sure you have too, because you are here. That, like I said, that's what this channel is about. Growth. Real life experiences. Shifting, elevating. So I thank y'all for being here. It takes courage to let go of who you thought you were, like old identities and old paradigms. It truly does. It takes strength. It takes awareness. It takes understanding that you are capable and it is okay to grow. You don't have to be the same for your entire life. You know, I pity, I hate to say it, but I pity the people who say, that's just how I am. I'm too old to change. It's because of what happened to me. Like, yeah, I get it. Things happen. But you're never too old to make your life better. You can never be too anything to do something. You know what I mean? What we're here for is growth, love, and expansion. So there's no way that you could ever be to anything to do that. Ever. I truly wholeheartedly believe that. Nothing matters more than your alignment. You got to shift those paradigms, your identity. Understand that your identity can be a multitude of things. Like I said, were created from billions and billions of years ago. So you can truly have an identity of one that fulfills you. Not the identity of what your mom said you were when you were little, of what somebody did to you when you were younger, or what your boss said that you can and can't do. It's up to you. It's up to you to make that reality expand and manifest and curate with intention, with the God within you. Call on your ancestors, your angels, the God, universe, nature, whatever you believe in. It's all one and the same. You can call it you can call it whatever you want in a different language. It's all the same. It's just energy. It's truly just energy. So how are you using that energy? How are you choosing to use that energy? Because whether you believe it or you don't, you're right. You're right. Because you have the power. You have the power. And I say that as in, like, if you believe you can't do something, if you have more doubt and fear than you do have belief and courage of the better outcome, then 9 times out of 10, your doubt and fear is right. It's going to hold you back. It's going to prove you right. But if you have more belief, more positivity, more energy towards that positive, better manifestation of outcome, then it's going to be so. It may not be so right in that moment, but it is going to work out in your favor better than you ever expected. I'm not saying that it's going to work out exactly how you want it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's not up to you. What's up to you is what it is that you want, what it is that you want to experience. And one way or another, it's going to happen. What's up to you, what's up to us, what's up to me is to become clear and define and decide what it is that's going to fulfill me. What's going to fulfill you? What do I want to experience? Who do I want to be in this life? Become clear on that, and then take the inspired steps to do it. Don't just force action, but take the inspired action. Feel and believe that it is possible. See it as done, and it is so. The more you see it as done, the more you feel it, the more you can taste it, see it, touch it, feel it. You know what I mean? Those 5 senses, the more you can do that within you in your imagination, you will eventually see it manifesting outside of you in the 3D to actually experience it. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. In the beginning was the word. It's like a thought, That's what creates your thoughts, how you feel about those thoughts, your beliefs, and the actions that you do or you don't take. The trifecta. The trifecta. So we got to get back to the truth, our foundation of who we are. Appreciate who we are, where we are, what we have experienced, where we're going, where we are at. Appreciate that. Change our beliefs. You know, a belief is just a thought that we keep thinking. That belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. It doesn't make it true, doesn't make it false. It's just something that you keep generating within you to make it true. Right? But if you stop thinking it, if you rewire your thoughts in your brain, those thoughts become weaker, those beliefs become weaker, and the new thoughts will generate and become stronger. That's really, literally neuroplasticity. It's real. Our brain is like a sponge. And the more that we rewire our brain, our thoughts, our emotions, to what can serve us, to what fulfills us, versus rewiring our brain to consistently go down the path of doubt, fear, discouraging. Those become weaker, and the other ones can become stronger. It's literally a science. It's true. It's a science to this shit. It sounds easy, sounds crazy as well. But the more you do it, the easier and it becomes, and the more you see that it is true. The more you see synchronicities, the more you see things aligning for you, the more you see opportunities showing up. Right? So I just wanted to make that video, or make this episode based off of that appreciation, and aligning and becoming clear and defining what it is that you want. All right? Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week's. Let me know in the comments what you are letting go. Let me know in the comments the gems that you got from this video. Peace.